Look, I know how this sounds. Another guy on YouTube telling you about manifestation, affirmation, vision boards, just raise your friggin' vibration. Most of this stuff is bullshit. Recycled gurus speak that doesn't help when the rent is due in 3 days and your bank account is mocking you. I tried it all. Wasted years. So when I tell you what I'm about to tell you, I'm not selling you woo-woo crap. I'm going to tell you about a guy named Marcus and the moment he figured out the actual mechanism, the thing nobody told him in 20 years of trying. So, Marcus, he had about $847 in his checking account. Rent was $1,200 due in 3 days, and his daughter's birthday was coming up. And once again, he couldn't afford a nice gift. That's where this story starts. Marcus, sitting at his desk, 2:47 p.m. on a Tuesday, and he just felt the weight, not tiredness, the weight of knowing he wasn't going to make it, knowing his future was just more of the same. Through what he thought was just his eyes, the world looked like this. His job was a dead end job. His bank account was proof of failure. His bills were evidence he's not going to make it. His future is just more struggle. Here's what he didn't know yet. He wasn't seeing reality. He was wearing these virtual reality goggles that showed him scarcity. He'd been wearing them for so long, he thought that they were reality. Every time he looked at his bills, the goggles showed him, you're not enough. Every time he checked his bank account, the goggles showed him still failing. Every time he thought about the future, the goggles showed him more of the same. You see, the more he focused on lack, the more the goggles collapsed lack into his experience. So you focus on lack, you experience lack. You see more lack, you focus harder on lack. It was a spiral, okay? It's a loop. It's a feedback machine running his entire life. Uh, I'm sorry, really quick favor. If you're feeling this, can you just drop a like below? The algorithm uses that signal to show this to other people who probably need to hear this tonight. Thank you. Okay, so let's get back to Marcus. So that night, scrolling on his phone, Marcus stumbled upon this article. He almost closed it. It was a little woo-woo for him. He didn't believe any of that crap. Something compelled him to read it anyway. And the article basically said this: you don't question whether your next breath will come, right? You don't worry whether the sun's going to rise tomorrow. That's the frequency you need around wealth. Not, oh, I hope to be rich, but rather, of course I'm wealthy. That's who I am. And Marcus read that 3 times and his brain wanted to call bullshit. I'm clearly not wealthy. I mean, look at my bank account. Let's get real. But something inside of him felt like recognition, like remembering something that he'd forgotten. So the next morning, he tried it. He sat in his car before work and he tried to feel it. He imagined having money. He pumped himself up. Yes, yes, I'm rich. I'm abundant. Oh, this is amazing. For about 10 minutes, he was in the zone. He felt it, the high, the excitement. He floated into work on that feeling. By 11 a.m., reality crashed through. His boss was talking about budget constraints, limited raises. The goggles slammed back on harder than ever. By lunch, Marcus felt stupid for even falling for that. He texted his friend, I tried the manifestation thing. Total bullshit. You know that feeling. Every single person who has ever tried this knows that exact moment. You try, you give it your best, you really want to believe, and you fail, and you feel like a friggin' idiot. You quit. That was Marcus, and that's where most of us stop. But man, that night, something bothered him. The teaching made sense, The mechanism was clear. It was the way he did it, though. Something felt off, something felt wrong. So he went back to the article and he read it, and there was a line in there that he skipped over the first time. Hold the vibration of all is well in this moment. It's having the calm demeanor of someone who just knows, like the quiet awe of just watching a sunset. And Marcus kind of sat with that. What if the feeling wasn't this super duper excitement? I mean, he thought about a sunset he watched this weekend, the weekend before with his daughter, and he hadn't been excited about it. He just felt peaceful, at peace with its beauty, just knowing it was good. What if that was the feeling? So he tried again. Not this pumped up, not this manufactured, rah, rah, rah. Just sitting. Not trying to feel super excited about abundance. Just sitting with the knowing, of course I'm abundant. Not hoping, knowing, like stating a fact. The sky is blue, water is wet. Of course I'm abundant. Just for 5 seconds. So for 5 seconds, he held it. Then his mind wandered and he just let it go. A few hours later, he tried it for 10 seconds. Of course, all is well in this moment. Driving home that night, 15 seconds. Of course, everything is handled. Of course, I'm taken care of. He didn't believe it fully yet, but he held the calm knowing anyway. And he wasn't trying to force anything. He was training the goggles, teaching them a new signal. 5 seconds, then 10 seconds, then 30, adjusting the lens one return at a time. So Sunday morning rolls around. 4 days in, Marcus was doing dishes. All of a sudden it hits him. He wasn't practicing anymore. He was just living in it. He thought about his bills. The old panic wanted to rise, but underneath it was something else, a calm knowing. Of course, this is handled. Not because the bills disappeared, they hadn't. The shadow was still there, but he wasn't vibrating with panic about it anymore. He was vibrating with peace. And here's the moment. Here's the holy shit moment. Marcus realized he wasn't waiting for the universe to deliver anything. He was removing the obstacle he'd been putting in the way the whole time. His disbelief, his fear, his relentless focus on what wasn't there. You see, the goggles weren't reality. The goggles are a feedback loop showing him exactly what he's been broadcasting. He's been broadcasting, I'm not enough, his entire adult life. And the field, the universe, the mechanism, whatever you want to call it, had been responding perfectly, matching the broadcast, confirming his signal. See, the work wasn't to get abundance. The work was to stop broadcasting lack. And the way you do that isn't this super manufactured excitement. It's not these affirmations that you're not believing anyway. It's not a vision board. It's calm certainty. The quiet, of course. 5 seconds at a time, 10 seconds at a time, until the goggles adjust and start showing you something different. That's the mechanism. That's the whole thing. You don't have to pump yourself up to feel rich. You don't have to convince yourself of anything that you don't believe. You don't have to do a single affirmation if affirmations feel like lying to you. You just have to find 5 seconds, just 5 seconds, where you sit with the calm knowing, of course, all is well in this moment. Not because everything is well in your shadow yet, but because this, at the substance level, the actual source of your reality, it already is. And when you sit with that calm knowing, even for 5 seconds, you stop broadcasting lack. Do it once today. Do it again tomorrow. Watch what happens to your goggles. Now, If this hit you, that feeling of, oh man, yes, wait, I need more of this right now, I got you covered. I created a free holy shit PDF and bonus Q&A video. The link is in a description. It'll be in your inbox in 30 seconds. It's the same energy, a little bit deeper than this video. I will see you over there.